most spectacular things about New York City is Central Park. I'm there every single day, and I learn something new every time I'm there. So come on with me, let's go to the park. Central Park. Central Park is where I competed in many a high heel-a-thon. It's where I faced my fear of heights. I soared in a hot air balloon. I faced my fear of riding a bicycle and learned how to ride a bike right here in Central Park. This park is like no other. Central Park is 843 acres. There are 20,000 trees and more than 280 species of birds. There's an actual zoo. There's also a children's petting zoo. There's a Swedish cottage, marionette theater. There are 21 playgrounds and more than 50 statues and monuments. And there are 9,000 benches. 9,000 places to sit. This is the Charles Stover Bench, otherwise known as the Whisper Bench, and it's really kind of dope. If you sit at one end of the bench and whisper into the bench, your voice carries all the way to the other side of the bench. It really is amazing. Can you hear? I mean, I wonder if anybody at home can. It's so interesting. It's my favorite place to come and contemplate everything. Life. This is Madonna's bench. Yeah, the Madonna, that Madonna. It's where I come to think about things, life, vacations, celebrations. That's it, that's all the singing you're gonna get. Here's a great gift idea. Yeah, you can adopt a bench. That's right, like Madonna's bench. This is my husband's bench. That's right, I adopted a bench for the coolest daddy I know, Daddy Cool. Years ago, it was a birthday present, a surprise. If you want to adopt a bench, you can go through the Central Park Conservancy program and you can immortalize a loved one that way. If you don't want to sit on a wooden bench, you can come right here to Central Park's carousel and sit on a wooden horse. Aren't they beautiful? Hey, did you know there's been a carousel inside of this park since 1871? Since the year Art Moore joined live. If you're a fan of William Shakespeare, even if you're not a fan of William Shakespeare, you must come to Shakespeare Garden. It features all the beautiful plants and flowers in William Shakespeare productions. It's reminiscent of the English countryside where my ancestral home resides, as you know, very Shakespearean. Oh, it's not a water fountain. It's a sundial. Sundial, of course. So Strawberry Fields is a living memorial to the late Beatle, John Lennon. Of course, here people come to sing and pay tribute and play instruments, and it really is a beautiful tribute to John Lennon. So I've been coming to this park for 30 years, and I'm always learning something new. I'm always seeing something new, and this year, today, I learned that if you get lost in Central Park, you can always find your way by just finding a lamppost. Now, I'm going to teach you something. I just found this out. See these 4 numbers? 69 means we're on 69th Street. 69th Street, that's the street we are on. And it says 02. 02 is an even number. That means we're on the east side. So we are on East 69th Street. If that said 6903, say, that means we would be on West 69th Street. So even numbers means you're on the east side. Odd numbers means you're on the west side, and the first 2 numbers are the street you're on. So if you're lost, look for a lamppost and read the numbers. Isn't that helpful? Isn't it pretty? That's the Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis Reservoir. It's really beautiful. They have a running track around here. People of all levels can enjoy. It's 1.58 miles around just the reservoir on the track. It's really lovely, and people that have run on this track have been President Bill Clinton and Madonna and Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis and me. It's really just a gem. All this beauty has made me thirsty. Hello, thank you very much, thank you. This is the famed, gorgeous, iconic Tavern on the Green restaurant, which has been beautifully restored. It used to actually be the sheepfold for the sheeps that were grazing in Sheep's Meadow, and became a restaurant 84 years ago, the year our very own Michael Gelman was born. It's a real gem. And has a lot of history here. A lot of personal history for us as a show and me as a family member. My family, we've spent many nights here, and it's a very special place. So, cheers.
I like the light post trick.
Hey,
that I did not
helpful,
know. Yeah.
Right? I want to thank everybody at the Central Park Conservancy for all their help. And there's more information on